To all my silent sufferers, this one is for you. In fact, this is supposed to be two separate videos. I was supposed to make a video for my silent sufferers, and I was supposed to make a separate video saying this is for you, but what I actually meant was that this one is on you. It's easier to explain by saying that this is on you. But what I mean is, to all of my people out there who want to get a bit of notoriety, who want to be noticed, who, just trying to get that right thing to hit, trying to get that viral video, or, just something that's going to give you some leverage, give you some popularity, make you feel like what you're doing is actually worth something. My advice to you is, because I make a lot of these videos, you think, wow, it just comes straight from the heavens, but really, it's just the conclusion that I come to, and pretty much an indicator as to how I'm going to live my life. So, whenever I come out with videos like this, is because I personally just come to this conclusion, and I want to put it out there right now. So, but basically, and I'm gonna find a way to, tie all of this together. But basically, what I'm saying right now is that everything that I do, where I once did it for the people, or at one point, wanting to get noticed, wanting to get popular, wanting to really blow up my brand, I'm doing this all for me. Alright? I'm doing everything for me because I came to the realization that when I put out content like this, or if every piece of content that I put out, somebody resonates with it. So, this is how I want to present things now. And as a result, I'll probably be a lot more productive. I'll be putting out a lot more work. I'm going to be putting out videos that I want to hear. I'm going to be putting out books that I want to read. All of these things. I've already been doing that. But I feel like I'm going to double down on that. It's part of the change that I'm making. I guess this is where I become selfish. I'm going to be selfishly selfless, if that makes any sense. So, to my silent sufferers, and I don't know if you can see me. I can't really see myself because the sun is in my eyes, directly in my eyes. But to my silent sufferers, remember this. Remember that suffering. Remember feeling like you couldn't have anybody to turn to. Remember that pain. Remember feeling like nobody can relate. Alright? And it's a reason why I say this, and I put out a video about discussing all this, is because I realize that a lot of people who do suffer silently are also among the people who seek validation from others. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't quite make sense when you look at it that way. If you take all the emotions out of it, but I get it. You've been so deprived of validation from others and from yourself that you try to hold on to any chance of ever obtaining validation from others. So you put yourself in this box. Nobody even has to tell you to put yourself in this box. You just put yourself in this box where it's safe, and nobody will be mad at you, nobody will fight with you. But you and I, we know the truth. That this does not serve you. This doesn't give you any life. Okay? So, what I want you to do now, as you present yourself to this world, you take all of this pain that you feel, all of this sense of not belonging, feeling like you don't belong, feeling like nobody gets you. You take all that, and then you take a look at everything that you've been doing to get attention. All of the things that, it's just not you. It doesn't really penetrate the soul. It really doesn't show off your essence. Okay? So you take all of that in consideration, and you scrap you scrap the latter. All right, you scrap that which you were doing that's just, you know, to please the people but not yourself. You get rid of that, and now you say, you know what? I think it's about time, and I'm not gonna wait till January 1st. I think it's about time that I start doing something for me. All right, a lot of something for me. All right. Now people may see it as selfish. Some things that are selfish are necessary if it means it's gonna keep you alive. All right, and that's more important than the opinions of others, the validations of others. The things that's going to keep you alive is what matters. The things that's going to bring you joy is what matters at the end of the day. All right, 'cause your happiness matters, and too many of us, and I understand this, we put our happiness on the back burner for the sake of not trying to hurt other people. But guess what? You know what happens. We hurt ourselves. So when is that going to be too much for you? Like when? You're probably already past that point, but like when are you going to be able to look yourself in the mirror and say, enough is enough? Alright? This world would be very much satisfied to see you in a nice safe box where you don't cause any trouble, no controversy. You don't outlive the box. They'll love to see you right there. And that should put a fire under your ass like it puts a fire under my ass. You know? I'm no more special than the next person. But I won't entertain the average conversation. I won't submit. I won't concede. And to the ideologies of society. I want more because I want more. I know I'm destined for more. There's more out there, and a lot of you who found your way on this video, that's the case for you too. There's nothing wrong with that. All right? We live in a society that's full of so many people making settlements that you're supposedly greedy if you don't want to settle with the rest of them. Meanwhile, nobody's happy. Nobody's fucking happy, alright? And that's the truth, alright? I don't know if you ever really sat down with it, but nobody's happy, okay? The most unhappy people are the ones telling you to settle with them. You know, oh, nah, man, just get a good job, you know, and go to college or whatever, you know, just do what works, you know? But it doesn't work. And it is the notions of a raggedy system, of a system that's fading, because as you would read in Lynchpin by Seth Godin, and he explained it best to this point that I've read or heard, is that, you know, this isn't a system that favors the nuts and bolts anymore, all right? Used to be a time you could be a nut and bolt. You could, you know, work in a factory for X amount of years, and your wife wouldn't have to work, and your kids wouldn't have to work, and you could take care of the whole family working 40 hours a week. But that's not the case anymore. This society, low-key, they won't tell you this, but the society favors artists and innovators. And, well, you see what's happening in Silicon Valley. You know? You see people making big money playing video games. Things have changed, my friend. You know? And it's probably because society has been so deprived of real entertainment, or been on the sidelines too long. They want to be a part of it. You know, people want to be entertained because they've been so deprived. I mean, like, their joy has been taken away. You know, spending so much time away from their families, and you know, and never, you know, and in the same case for their family also. We never get enough time to spend around each other. And you know, the protocol has become so strict at work and things like that. We can't even really be ourselves. You know, it's all about this work, and then you're gonna break, and people want to talk about work, and you know, you work yourself to the bones, and you can't enjoy your free time because you're thinking about work, and it is stripping us of so much. So I'm telling you, if you got any bit of resistance in you, any bit of scrappiness left in you, any bit of fight, and every bit of free time that you have, must be dedicated to something that's just on the outskirts of this, man. You gotta live on the outskirts. You gotta let your craziness come to the forefront. Yeah, actually let it do some dictation. You know? Live wild. You know, whenever the opportunity presents itself. And if you find that that opportunity doesn't present itself at all, well then you know what? You present the opportunity to your goddamn self. It matters. It matters because your happiness matters. It matters because you've been weighed down by dogma. You've been weighed down by what you expect society to expect from you, or what you think society expects from you. You know, any variation of that. Alright, so, I mean, I can keep on rambling when it comes to this, but I'll wrap it up by just saying, to all my silent sufferers out there, seeking those external solutions, external validation, my medicine for you, something that I would administer to you, is to look inwards. I mean, really, look inwards. Spend more time looking inwards. Replace some of your external joy, your external seekings for time with your eyes closed, and look within and really get in touch with everything that you feel like you're missing, everything that's going on that you just need to cut out. That's why I'm big on keeping a journal, man. Writing your journal to save your life. You want a New Year's resolution, you start with everything that's going on in between these goddamn eyes, man. These eyes, because your third eye, and between these ears, man, your fucking brain. Really dive deep into there. Alright, there's a lot of battles, a lot of wars going on right there, and you need to join the fight. You need to consciously join the fight. The things on the outside ain't gonna be able to help you, but the things on the inside will be able to help you in this outside world. And I hope that helps, man. I want you to have the power in your hands. I never make these videos so you can feel good about yourself. I hope you feel terrible if that's what's needed. If you do feel good, so be it. But this is to get under the hood. We need to get under the hood. That's the problem. Not a lot of us are getting under the hood. Alright. So, before I let the sun take my eyes out, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Alright, so, and like and subscribe, man. I'm trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the year, but at this point, I don't even care. I'm doing this for me.